Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Francisco Trincao, as it has been reported that the Barcelona youngster continues to face an uncertain future amid Ousmane Dembele drama. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Ace Abde, whose future have also been full of uncertainties as we have been talking about the potential sale for the player. Contrary to many reports, it have just been reported that Barcelona have no intention of selling the 22-year-old dribbling wizard. We are going to be discussing on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Ousmane Dembele's contract situation has become a major source of frustration for Barcelona this summer. On one hand, the Frenchman continues to insist that he wishes to continue at the club, but he is not showing any willingness to lower his wage demands. With only 5 days left on his current deal, there is still no clarity on his future. It has started to affect Barcelona's transfer plans for the summer. Rafinha and Angel Di Maria, who have been identified as replacements for Ousmane Dembele, are still waiting for an approach from the club amid growing interest from elsewhere. And as per a fresh report from Marca, Dembele's contract drama is also hampering Barcelona's plans to offload some of their unwanted stars this summer. Indeed, as per the report, Barcelona have decided to press pause on the exit of out-of-favor winger Francisco Trincao, who will now remain at the club until the situation surrounding Dembele resolves itself. Trincao joined Barcelona from SC Braga in 2020, but endured a difficult debut campaign before moving to Premier League side Wolves on loan last summer. He failed to impress during his time in England and does not have a place in Xavi's plans. The 22-year-old was attracting serious interest from clubs in his homeland of Portugal, with Sporting CP in particular pushing hard to sign the forward. However, with the Blaugrana still waiting for clarity on the Dembele situation, they have decided to keep Trincao at the club. Barcelona want to see if the Frenchman stays or leaves, as well as the funds they have to replace him before deciding on Trincao's future. Dembele and his camp are yet to respond to the club's contract offer, even though the winger told a fan recently that he would be staying at Barcelona. These mixed messages are doing no good for Barca, nor the player, and so it remains to be seen how the situation evolves in the coming days and how it affects Francisco Trincao's future. So looking at things critically, the fact that Ousmane Dembele's future is still very uncertain and he himself is very confused if he will stay or leave. Today we will hear reports of he will stay, the other day we will talk about he wants to leave. All these confused reports up right and center makes no sense, and at the end of the day it will disrupt Barcelona's transfer plans. Rafinha have been laying for quite a long time. Angel Di Maria have been laying. Trincao, another player coming out from his loan move, and Barca are still not certain if they will sell or they will keep. I mean, all still lies with Ousmane Dembele's future, because if Dembele stays, as some reports have been claiming in the past, then there will be a drastic change in the plans that Barca have when it comes to bringing in a new player to play the right wing. But right now, honestly speaking, I do see Dembele leaving Barcelona. We just have barely 5 days to go, to the end of this month, and Dembele's contract will be expiring on the 30th. So, except things take a drastic change in the coming days, which will really bring, a lot of change when it comes to Barca's transfer target, Di Maria, Rafinha, and of course, Trincao. As this report is claiming that Trincao's future will really hinge on the future of Ousmane Dembele. We quite remember Trincao plays that same role with Ousmane Dembele, and Barcelona are open to the fact that if Dembele leaves, Trincao might stand a chance to future for Barca next season. But we all know all these lies on the manager, Xavi Hernandez, who have been getting some reports that Xavi is still willing to, to leave Trincao future for the preseason tour, and he can evaluate him to see if he has any chance to play. But when we see that Ousmane Dembele is more of leaving Barcelona, Trincao might just be there for preseason, but we've been getting a lot of reports about his um his Portuguese homeland linked with him, talking about Sporting Lisbon that have been showing a lot of interest. And at some point, we even got reports of the representative of Sporting Lisbon in Spain trying to negotiate with FC Barcelona for a potential deal for Trincao. It all remains to be seen if Barca do indeed cash in on the player, because what is expected is that Trincao is likely to be sold. And from the player's point of view, he wants to go to Portugal from what we have been hearing, because he definitely knows that even if he stays at Barcelona, there will be a very slim chance for him to get the playing time that he desires. So for the player's development, for his own good, he fancies leaving Barcelona. Personally, I think Trincao is a very good player, and it was just unfortunately that for him, when Koeman was there, Koeman prioritized Ousmane Dembele over him, and he had to be loaned out because of that. Things did not get going for him well in Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League. Wolves never exercised the 30 million euro option that they had to exercise. They did not exercise. It was an option, right? So he was sent back to Barcelona, and his future right now still looks so uncertain. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, heading into the summer transfer window. Barcelona have crucial decisions to make over the futures of several players on their roster. Given the financial situation at the Camp Nou, player exit will be critical to generate funds as well as create space for new faces on the wage bill. Out-of-favor stars like Samuel Umtiti, Clement Lenglet and Martin Braithwaite are almost certain to depart, while there could be exit from some young prospects. Ferran Jutla has already signed for Belgian side Club Brugge, while Alejandro Balde is attracting interest from Premier League giants Chelsea. Another youngster tipped for a bright future whose future has been speculated about is Ace Abde. The 20-year-old Abde joined Barcelona last summer from Hercules FC and has made a huge impression since, with his performances for the B team and the senior side. Abde caught the eyes with his displays for the first team setup in the early days of Xavi's tenure, with his blistering pace and dazzling dribbling ability standing out. He featured 10 times for the senior side, scoring a solitary goal. Abde also played 21 times for the B team in the RFEF First Division, finishing with 3 goals and 7 assists. His pace and wizardry on the ball have seen the 20-year-old attract plenty of interest. Indeed, Osasuna and Real Betis are considering taking him on loan, while Villarreal are planning an €8 million bid to sign him permanently. However, as reported by Sport, Barcelona have no intentions of selling Abde this summer, despite the interest he is attracting. The report claims the Moroccan-Spanish winger will take part in the preseason with a senior squad and could even be handed a first-team number for the upcoming campaign. The only way that Abde could leave the club this summer is if Barca end up with too many options in the attacking unit, which blocks his pathway. In that case, the Catalans would consider sending the former Hercules CF starlet on a season-long loan. But as things stand, Barcelona are not contemplating the possibility of selling Abde thanks to the immense potential he has showcased in his short time at the club. So, contrary to many reports we have been getting recently about Abde's future, Abde is unlikely to be sold. And I think if this report is to be believed, then I think it will be a very good decision by Barcelona not to sell him. When we consider the fact that Barca have to begin from scratch, talking about a rebuilding process, these are some of the decisions that need to be taken. You don't need to sell players that are promising and you're bringing in the players in their 30s to the team. What sense does it make? Are you really building a team, or you are just, I don't know, or it's just by mouth that we are building a team? We need to show it. Let's better take the risk, knowing that these players are still inexperienced and not expecting much from them, rather than bringing in the old guys who have been there and they don't have so much left in their tank. I think if Abde can stay, it will make sense, because selling Abde will be like you are doing the same mistake you did with Ferran Jutla. We quite remember Jutla's sale to Club Brugge brought a lot of controversy, a lot of criticism from some of the Barca fans, including me. Barca need to keep some of these talented players, and they sell them very cheap. That's even what annoys many people. You sell them cheap. At the end of the day, when those players are superstars in the future, they themselves will be linked with them again and will be asking them to pay even 80 million, and Barca can likely pay that. So let's see what happens for Ace Abde. I just wish he does not go, as this report is claiming. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. Until next time, bye bye.